Gotta love them. All right, we're taking the holistic approach to caring for your forefoot. Dr. Lisa Fox is back once again to explain acupuncture for our dogs. Thanks for coming in.
No problem, anytime.
Is this for cats and dogs or just dogs?
Cats, dogs, horses, alpacas, llamas, cows,
do it all.
Goats, I'll do it all. Yep.
And she comes to you. That's what's just so amazing. Do you go all over Northeast Ohio to help with
all
animals?
over Ohio, actually. So not just Northeast Ohio, all over Ohio. I have some clients in Michigan as well. I do have my Michigan license. So
it just goes to show you the need that's there and that people don't. So I'm so glad we have you to help
Oh,
our animals. Acupuncture itself, can we first get into what it's supposed to do, how it helps us and animals?
So the big thing is that acupuncture is not like mysticism or voodoo or something like that. It's not just energy flow. What it is we call it a neurophysiological intervention. So scientifically, it's scientifically backed, thousands of studies. We're actually using the brain's pain responses via nerve sensitivity to different parts of the body to stimulate the immune system, to stimulate different organ parts. If you look on that little thing over there, you can see that the spine as the spine goes along, we have little nerve roots that come up from the spine that go down to different organ systems. And so we put acupuncture points along the spine here, and it'll actually affect different organ systems. We use the Chinese meridians, which are like road maps to the body, and they help us kind of map out where all of those nerve systems go so that we can affect what parts of the body that we want to affect.
That's interesting. So if they're having certain kind of organ problem, you know where to put the pin.
Oh yeah, this point right here, actually this little yellow needle that's in here, that's right around a point called bladder 23. That's actually a kidney point. So we use that for kidney disease, renal disease. In Chinese veterinary medicine and in real medicine, it's good for anemia because the kidneys actually produce erythropoietin and help with the red blood cells. It's great for bone and bone marrow, so it's good for arthritis points. So there are different points that we use that affect different parts.
And they just help whatever organ or whatever your target issue is to work more effectively then?
Yeah. It helps the body heal itself, brings inflammation into the area to help the body start healing itself. So,
So now we have some pins in the dog. Now, as humans, I know anytime I've seen someone, I've never had it done. I've always wanted to try it. But you normally have to stay really still. How does that work with animals? Are they pretty cool about this?
Animals, most of my animals, I would say 90% of my animals are perfectly fine with it. I do a lot of cats. Sometimes I just have to hold them a little bit more. Some animals are a little bit more reactive to it, but most of the time they're not feeling it. It's not like a hypodermic needle that has a hole in it, so it's actually dissecting between the cells, and it's not like rupturing the cells, so it doesn't hurt as much as, say, a regular needle would. Like horses, I'll use these longer needles. So this is actually like a 4-inch needle. It's kind of hard to see, but it's really long there. In my cats and stuff, I'll use these tiny little needles that are very tiny. The different colors just tell me what the lengths are and how thick the needle is.
How often, if a dog has a certain condition and needs to get this done, how often do you have to do this maybe to continue to help the issue?
Some animals, say we're working on an animal that has maybe paralysis or a lameness issue, may have to be done a couple times a week or a couple times a month. Most of my clients have more chronic diseases, so we're working on things maybe once a month or once every other month. And some animals just need a tune-up every couple of months.
And what are the results that you see when because I know people are probably like, well, does it really work? You're telling me these things and it all sounds great, but does it really work?
Well, I mean, just from the start, using electroacupuncture, which is where we take these kind of like a TENS unit and hook them up. I've had dogs that like dachshunds, wiener dogs that are paralyzed that we get walking without surgery. I see dogs that have skin and allergy issues that we get their allergy issues go away with a lot of the acupuncture and diet and things. Cats with kidney failure, we can keep going for a very long time and a good quality of life. So we see a lot of different things. So,
That is incredible. And I'm glad someone like you is out there to help our furry friends through their ailments as well. How, unless they're going to a vet, how would you necessarily know maybe that they have a certain problem? Or do you help to diagnose the situation as well?
Yeah, I actually do Chinese diagnosis, so I will look at the tongue and pulse and check everything with the referral vet beforehand. I work with the referral vet because I don't do conventional medicine anymore. So if they're on a med, we work with that. And then I see the animal and work through things and figure out what's going on. So we still go to the conventional vet for blood work and everything like that. But I'll work on them kind of as not a specialist, but as a separate, as a adjunct to that.
You're amazing. Yeah. I'm always so happy when you're on. You can always go to her website right there to learn more about what she does, and she'll make the house call to you. She goes all over Ohio, so she will make the house call.
I have bees on because bees were kind of the original acupuncturists, you know, like in 400 BC. So
there you go.
They use them, so we can use them as well. They still use them today. So
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yep.
That's what's working for us. Thank you so much for coming in today. It's always good to see you.